The new year is coming up, and the best way for you to move in 2026 is in silence. People think that moving in silence is being negligent to the people you love and to be nonchalant, not care about anyone, or just keeping to yourself altogether, just being a loner. That's not moving in silence. Moving in silence is respecting your energy. Your energy is currency. So, whatever you want in 2026, whatever your goals are, big or small, keep that to yourself. Move in silence. Just do it. Just take the action. Why do you need to discuss it with anyone? Why do you need everyone else's perspective? Why do you need everyone else's validation for that? Just move in silence. Some things are meant to be learned by yourself. And involving anyone, I have learned that when I say something to someone like, oh, I'm going to go try this, I'm going to do this, it immediately takes that energy and that excitement out of you. Like it is now you put it onto someone else, and whatever they say back, whatever their feedback is, whatever their opinion is, now that is affecting your plan. It's affecting the way you move. It might not completely change it, but now it's in your head. Now you have someone else's opinion when you could have just blindly did it. We love to say ignorance is bliss. So let's keep that to ourselves and keep that ignorance a bliss. Because if you fail, you'll be by yourself. If you win, you'll be by yourself. But then you can, after the fact, tell anyone about this win. You can tell anyone about this failure. And it's up to you because energy is currency. The more energy you give, the more currency you give to other people, the more they have to affect you. So, anyone who is of high value knows that you just got to move in silence. You just have to do it. Just take the action. Maybe write it down. I think writing it down is a power in itself because words are very powerful, right? Whatever we say to ourselves, like, I am successful, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am smart, charismatic, I am funny. You say these things to yourself and you believe them because words are very powerful. But because you are choosing not to say these words to other people, that is a loss in that power of words. So instead of saying it to anyone else, put it on paper. Put it on paper. Replace it with a pen and paper because then you can really go into detail and you start really thinking about it. When was the last time you actually wrote down any idea on a piece of paper? Seriously. When was the last time you journaled? When was the last time that you planned something out? Pen to paper. Not a lot of people do that. A lot of people I know love to go to your notes, in your phone, your iPhone, the app notes. You just, oh yeah, this is my grocery list for notes. It's great, right? But it's not substance. You can't hold it. You can't connect with it. Technology is great. Technology is good for fast answers and just getting to the point, right? Short and sweet. But journaling, writing down something is very powerful and we overlook it so much. Moving in silence is moving in silence. Write down your goals, write down your resolutions now. Don't wait until the night before 2026. Don't wait before New Year's. Do it now, a month before. And try to actually stick with it for a full month to see if you really want it. You ever thought how many resolutions you really wanted over the last, like, how many years, 5 years, 10 years, that you would write down and you don't stick with it? Oh, I want to go to the gym. I want to lose this many pounds. I want to gain this muscle. I want to start this new career. I want to spring clean my house. I want to move. I want to buy this car. All these resolutions, right? And we just get caught up in the feeling of it. Like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I truly think that would make me happy. It's my resolution, and I just want to stick by it. We do this so late in the year. that it's like, it's almost like procrastination. Procrastination is just waiting to the last minute to even stand on what you want. So now that it's December 1st, it's December, guys. 2026 is here. Sorry. Make your resolutions now. Why are you going to wait? Why are you going to wait a whole month, basically, till the 31st to write your resolutions? Why are you going to wait till January to start? That's procrastination. Moving in silence is being able to write these down, not tell a soul, and just do it. Show up. When everybody knows is when you have it. That is the best way to actually show up for yourself and to show how much you value yourself. Because a high value person values themselves over everyone, quite honestly. And that's not a bad thing, because how can you value someone else if you don't value yourself? How can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? That's a true lesson in this life, and some of us learn it very too late. Some of us learn how to love ourselves very late. So make that a resolution. Love myself more. Tell myself positive affirmations every day. Try one new thing every day. Simple little goals, right? That you can actually do every single day. Journal every day. Make a piece of art every day. Whatever it is that has to do with you and resonates with you, make that a resolution and actually start today. Actually start. I want to start my resolutions today, my list. And I think resolutions is, we always think about, oh, what do we want? What do I want to start doing? I think resolutions can also be what you should be stopping too. Any bad habits, anything that gets in your way, anything that basically stoops or stunts your growth, that can be a resolution. What you want to start and what you want to stop. Those are two types of resolutions, and I think we should make both. I think it's healthy. It's healthy to really understand the type of patterns that you go through as a human being, because we are animals, obviously, and we go through patterns. We go through adaptations in our lives, and sometimes we get caught up in the life we're living, and we just don't understand exactly why we might not be getting to where we want to be. It's because of what we're not doing and what we need to stop doing. So, writing it down can really help you analyze and think deeper about what you truly want for 2026. 2025 was this whole big ordeal, like, oh, well, for me at least, I was saying, oh, it's going to be a whole switch, everything is going to change. And really, what changed is the technology. The technology changed a lot. And I think that in itself is getting us away from ourselves. We love to use AI, ChatGPT, things that make everything so easy. Pen and paper is the best way to have any idea. Trust me, I can go through my old journal from when I first started this YouTube channel and still come up with ideas that I have in that journal, because I would just pen and paper it. Oh, this is a great idea. Pen and paper. Pen and paper, it's powerful. It is a very powerful tool, and it's a very powerful way to brainstorm. Whenever you were in school, what would you use? Sincerely. All these kids nowadays, 2025, I say kids nowadays like I was not just a kid, but the reality is everything changed so abruptly, so quickly. I didn't have ChatGPT when I was in high school. I didn't have AI when I was in high school. The closest thing I had to AI was that thing on Word, the Word document. It would help you analyze your grammar. That was the closest thing to AI. It was helpful, but I think you also had to pay for it. But I didn't have AI telling me, oh, what kind of rough draft should I have? What kind of topic should I have? How can I lay it out? It's so simple nowadays that it's creating stupidity. It's creating a lack of personality, a lack of who we really are. We're all bound to now have like the same goals, the same resolutions, the same everything, because everything else is so simple to us now. So to be high value is to move in silence, is to move with the energy that you create for yourself. And the more you accumulate instead of putting it out there, because energy is everything, energy is real. If you understand energy, you know energy is neither created or destroyed, but it is, oh my God, transformed. You transform energy. So your energy, it accumulates more and more the less that you give it out, because it is your currency. It is your currency. The more you talk to someone, that's the currency you give them. Your energy is now being leaked. You still have it, but you're giving it to them, regardless of what it is. If it's positive, negative, just reciprocation, mutual, respect, like whatever it is still energy. So I'm not saying to be rude. I'm not saying to be mean. I'm not saying to be a loner, but I'm saying keep your resolutions to yourself. Yeah. Keep your goals to yourself. Write them down and actually act on them. Take action. Create an action plan. Do what you gotta do for yourself. No one else really cares. So, genuinely, no one else really cares. No one cares, okay? No one cares about your goals. No one really genuinely wants to help you, okay? There's some people in this world like, oh, yes, they are the diamond of the rough. It is your life to live. Life is short. Life is yours. Life is sweet. Make it sweet. Make it yours. Do what you got to do for yourself. You don't got to put it out on blast for the internet. You don't got to put it out on blast for your friends and family. I already feel like I'm going to be seeing some videos online about, oh, my new resolutions is this, blah, 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 making a whole cameo about their resolution when they are just putting their energy out into the internet and normalizing that. Normalize keeping the energy to yourself. You can express how you might have resolutions. Yeah, I have resolutions. That's it. You know, like, what more do you need to know? A lot of people like to take your energy, and it might not be very clear that they're taking your energy, but a lot of people, you know, they can't think for themselves. They can't be happy for themselves. They can't even think about their own goals for themselves. So they have to kind of bounce off of other people's goals, other people's lives, and put it into their own. I call those people chameleons. People that use your energy as their energy. That is chameleon. That is someone who, a chameleon is an animal that basically takes up the color that it's standing on. So whenever a person is taking your energy, they are just using that energy as their color. That's who they are. That's their personality. Your energy is their personality. And a lot of people are like that. It's very easy to just, oh yeah, this person did it, so I'm going to do that too. So easy. You know, we're in the generation of internet where we can see what everyone is doing with their lives. Oh, how do I start a YouTube channel? Oh, I'm just going to copy this girl. I'm going to do exactly what she did. Oh, how does this person become rich? Oh, I'm going to do exactly what they did. That is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. Everyone's story is different, and that is the beauty of life, because not every step is concrete. There's always going to be detours. There's always going to be something different that happens for everyone. Everyone is brought up differently. Sure, there's a lot of similarities with people. Like, oh, I've experienced that too. Oh, we have the same type of trauma. Oh, we have the same type of personality, I guess. But it's like, it's different still. We're still made to be different. So if anyone follows other people's success stories and expects to have the same one, good luck, Charlie. It's not going to happen. You need to follow your own steps, follow your own journey, and stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Be authentic. Be authentically you. There's no one else you should be trying to be. There's no one else you should be trying to copy. Copy and paste is for a computer, okay? You're not a computer. You're not a robot. You're not ChatGPT. You're not AI. You are a human being, okay? So let's act like it. Let's act. Because computers can't act. We act. We create computers. Stop using computers for everything. Jot it down, pen and paper. I have so many journals. I can even pan it over to my book collection over there. I have so many journals that I'm going to read when I'm old. I'm going to read them when I'm an old woman thinking like, oh my gosh, this was my journey. This is my diary. This is who I was. This is who I am. This is the essence of Kira. This is my energy. And I put it into pen and paper and kept it instead of making a video out of it that could be deleted. These videos that you see on the internet, oh, they're so fun. They're funny. You know, they're relatable. They're great. They will end up being deleted one day. They will. They will end up being deleted. We used to be told, oh, like, be careful what you put on the internet. They keep it all, blah, blah, blah. At this point, there's so much being put out on the internet. What are they keeping? What are they keep? There's only so many videos that you could possibly keep. To have storage, gigabytes, all of the hard drive for videos, that's a lot of space for all of these videos. There is no way in heck, if it is 2080, 2090, that these videos are going to even be relevant to keep. Keep your pen and paper. Keep the real stuff. Keep the real energy. And keep it to yourself as well. The only reason you should be sharing it is if you are really, really succeeding in it. If you are genuinely in it, in the middle of it, at the end of it. Not when you're about to start. Never tell someone you're about to start something before you start it. Please don't. That is the worst thing you can do for yourself. And regardless if they agree with it, regardless if they're like, oh yeah, definitely you should do that, blah, blah, blah. I totally support you. I'm here for you. It takes that energy away. And quite honestly, it makes you a weaker person for doing that because you need someone's eyes. You need someone's validation to push you to do it. That's a weak-minded decision. Keep it to yourself. Be strong. Be high value. Treat yourself as a high value person and act as such. And that's what I have for you today because it's the first day of December and we're almost there, guys. We're almost to 2026. It's kind of crazy. I remember talking about 2025 and how it was just going to be a complete flip. And that's just what I thought. Quite honestly, AI took over this year. It really did. A lot of AI software programs, everything in that nature, it's just taking over even more. It became the normal, the new normal. I remember in the beginning, people were like, oh, stop that, no AI, blah, blah, blah. Now it's everywhere. It is absolutely everywhere. So be safe, guys. Be safe. I don't know what this means. I don't know what it's going to mean, but use pen and paper. For ideas, for planning, for goals, resolutions, start your resolutions today. I sound like an infomercial. Start your resolutions today at 1-800 resolution. No, seriously, start them today because in a month from now, when people are actually saying they're going to start, you're already there. You're already a month in. And you know how long it takes to start a habit? 30 days. 30 days is you start a habit. So once you start your habit for the resolution, by January, you're already in the middle of it. You're already doing it. So the confidence that you'll have compared to someone who's starting, right? We all know that January is the most popular month for the gym. It is the most busiest month for the gym. Everyone loves to start in January. Be the one that is there before January. Be the one that already knows what you're doing in January. Be the one that already has a routine in January so that the crowds don't bother you. So the crowds are in your way. You know? You're not the crowd. Don't be the crowd. Don't be the majority. Be a high value person that values how high value you are, who values your energy, because only high value people move in silence. You don't need to tell everybody. And that's it. Thank you. Happy December, guys. We made it.